All right. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, good. Very impressive. We got a full board. So we have a confirmed quorum. It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna bring this special meeting to order. And thank you all for being here for this special meeting on a Friday afternoon. Very quiet Friday. Hello, Nathan. How are you? So we have one item on the agenda for today, and that is the revised paid leave related to COVID-19 document. And we just received a few minutes ago this two-page addendum that was sent over by Nathan. Does everybody else have one?
I'm good.
Okay. Everybody
Yes.
got one by email. So, all right. So it's a special meeting of the Jefferson County Emergency Services Agency Board. 3 p.m. April 24th, 2020. The only agenda item is to discuss and consider the interim policy paid leave related to COVID-19. The discussion and action, and everybody should be in possession of Exhibit A. So we have actually a motion from last meeting that to consider this and to leave it to further discussion based on this submission by counsel Nathan Cochran. So I hope that everybody's had a chance to read it. And so I guess the thing to do would be to have Nathan explain the revisions and the reasoning behind them.
Certainly, and I would be glad to do that. I would request the board consider entering into executive session just briefly, because there are a couple of issues that I would like to explain just regarding legal advice and liability issues. I would note that the board cannot formulate policy in executive session, and I don't intend to do that. I did just want to point out a couple of issues that you might consider as we go through this policy. So it would be my proposal that we would enter into executive session very briefly and then come back out, and then I would go over the policy as you request.
All right, so question, Bob, do we have anybody on that isn't a member of the board?
You have, other than Captain Horn, no, and so I would need to disconnect the stop the live stream. I would leave and Captain Horn would go off and we would be.
Okay.
Bob, excuse me, Bob, it's my understanding that you could just stop the live feed to the YouTube and then we could just continue on in our current mode, right? And that you can re-establish it, isn't that right?
Right.
That's correct, other than myself leaving the room and Captain Horn disconnecting.
Thank you.
Well, isn't Captain Horn a member of the board? He's just not a voting member.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, so we're going to disconnect the YouTube. Well, first of all, I need to get a motion. Can somebody provide a motion?
Make a motion to go to executive session as stated.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passes unanimously. We are now in executive session.